Morning, my name's Karen and I've been with Bruyn for quite a while. I've done a family constellation session and recently I've done a healing session. Bruyn's asked me to answer some questions for her, which I'm really happy to do. So the first question she asked me is, what drew you to participate in the constellation or the healing session? And the biggest reason why I entered the healing session was 3 years ago. I entered a big race called the Cape Epic and I broke my back 3 weeks before the race, my collarbone as well as ribs. And it took me 3 years to get back on the bike. So there was a lotto draw and I entered the lotto draw thinking I would never actually get an entry to the Cape Epic 2026. And to my actual surprise, I did get it. And then I thought, oh no, now what? So I had this fear of getting back on this bike, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of, am I going to make it? Am I going to cross the line? So that's the biggest reason why I wanted to do the constellation or the healing session in a constellation. Second question. How did you feel before the session and how do you feel now? So to be really honest, I WhatsApped Bruyn the day before and sort of said, not really ready for it, not really prepared, trying to make an excuse because I just thought, I actually really don't feel like doing this. I don't know why I didn't feel like doing this, but I didn't. And eventually I said to her, okay, it's all right, let's just go ahead and do it. And she said, I think we should just see where it goes. So that's how I felt before and how I feel afterwards. Super motivated, just believing in myself and realizing I can actually do this. Question number 3, what insight or moment during the session had the greatest impact on you? So 2 things happened. One was in the middle phase, we hit a little bit of a tender spot where I realized that my childhood, my teenage years had a lot to do with why I'm stuck in following something through or finishing something. And that was a little bit scary to realize how strong my past was in bringing up what's happening to me now. It's hard to realize that what's happened in your past definitely affects you now. And I didn't even realize that. So that was one insight. And the second insight was that the fear I carry in believing in myself to complete this race and the preparation, the fear of all the steps I have to take to get to the finish line is not going to go away, but it's going to assist me and I can use it to my advantage to cross the line. So that was a big moment for me as well. I can't just say, okay, the fear's gone, bye, thanks Bruyn, and walk away. I actually have to realize the realistic belief of fear is huge, but I can use it to my advantage. I can be aware of it, speak to it, and take it with me to cross that line. Question number 4, did anything unexpected surface during the process? How did you respond to it? The emotions. I am generally an emotional person, but as we started the section, I was strong. I was ready for this. I had my partner with me. I had friends with me, and I had people that I didn't even know with me. So I was feeling strong. I was feeling in control. And as Bruyn asked the questions and how I'm feeling, that emotion, that stirring within your gut feeling, that uncontrollable, you can't resist it. And the emotions just came out. And it was extremely emotional in that you can't control how you're feeling. So the tears just came. And I just breathed into it. I just gave myself the moment to realize this is real. This is how I feel. And to not really respond to it, but just to let it go. I did feel in a safe space. And I think that's the most important part of being in the constellation is you are safe. You can just be you. You can let go whatever emotion comes up. You're okay. And there's no judgment. Nobody's judging you. Question number 5, what if anything has changed in your relationship, emotions, or daily life since the session? Yes, I've got my act together. I am super motivated. I'm planning. I am definitely ticking the boxes. I'm not so hard on myself if I'm having a bad day, but I'm definitely ready to take on this challenge and do the work. I mean, everything's work. So it's not just after the constellation, it's voila, you're at the finish line. I've realized there's a lot of work to put in, and I'm feeling really good about myself and really confident that I can put the work in. Question 6, were there any patterns or beliefs you feel were released or shifted? Definitely. I think learning your belief system and understanding it is one thing. But once you realize that emotion's there and it's an emotion, and fear comes from a belief system way back from my past, that was hard to digest, but I do feel I've released it in a positive way, and I'm carrying fear with me. I've shifted it into a positive way, and I'm taking it with me to cross that finish line. So that was definitely something that I could release, but also realize that it doesn't just go away. You've got to use it to your advantage. Question 7, how would you describe the experience to someone who's never heard of family constellations? It's a hard one. I just feel that you don't understand why. It's the why. The why is a tough one. Why do people react? Why did this happen? Why am I feeling this way? In the actual family constellation, the answers are there. And it just makes you feel that you understand it better. You almost can forgive a lot of your past, because once you understand the whys, it makes sense. And I don't think you can get that in anything else but a family constellation. You can't just look into a crystal ball and get all the answers. You can't go to friends and get advice. You've got to feel that emotion, and other people you don't even know feel the emotion for you, and it makes sense. It's an unbelievable tool, if I can call it a tool, that comes out and makes you understand the whys. That's what I feel the constellation session is about. And I've been trying to encourage family members and friends to do it, but they've got to be ready to do it, because the outcome is unbelievable. Question 9, do you feel there's more work to be done around and came up for you? If yes, what support do you feel you need? There's always work. I really believe in all the being the better version of me. I've done Anna-Reen's 42-day challenge. I've done her abundance courses. And even though you feel at the end of abundance course, you've learned so much and you're going through life, there's always going to be obstacles. So there's always work to be done. The support that I feel I need is you have to go back to what you've learned, and you have to go back to, for example, Anna-Reen always encourages morning pages. If you're not doing morning pages, then you've got to go back to the morning pages and do them, because there's answers in your morning pages. So the work is always there for you to do. So you've got to work on yourself, and also Anna-Reen's a great support. She's always there for you. She's very good in giving you advice. She's very good in her courses, her videos. So the support is there. You've just got to do it. Question number 10. Would you recommend this work for others or to others? Why not? Absolutely, because I think being the better version of yourself is a gift to yourself. There's nothing more you can do than learn things and understand things and realize why you react to things. So it's all about you and understanding you. And if you understand yourself better and you understand why you do or why you react to things and how you can step forward and be a better version of yourself, then why wouldn't you recommend it to others? It's something that you honestly can take forward, and it's always a learning because you always have something to learn in life. Doesn't matter what your age is or your experience or your background, you can be the better version of yourself. And there's still better versions of yourself in the future that you can become. So, Anarine, you're amazing. Thank you. And all I can say is book your constellation session. It's definitely worth it.